Okay, and we are live. What's up, beautiful people? Uh, it's your boy, Goodbody. I'm here live at Agora Temple on Melrose Ave, the the wonderful cannabis temple, where you come to find your peace. I'm here. I started a show. It's 2020. We're in a pandemic. We're locked down. So that gives us a lot of time to really sit and reflect and fine tune ourselves and learn more about ourselves. So, with all of the research that I've done over the past few years that I know a lot of people haven't been privy to. Hey, I'm going to be here every Wednesday at 1:11, probably 11:11. We'll see. And we're just gonna talk, man. We're gonna break some words down. We're gonna uncover some truths. We're gonna get to the mystery in the history. We're gonna learn about history, and I just want to share the things that I've come across, so that you know maybe they can help someone out there. Maybe it can help some of you. Maybe we can learn from one another and get to the nitty gritty, man. 2020 is about that perfect vision. And what that's been looking like really is the universe is really showing us what is going on, because everything around us is a reflection of that internal consciousness or that internal spirit that is dwelling within us. So, how do we get in tune with that? One way is to really understand and know what you're talking about. This is why it's called knowledge talk. So we're gonna, always lead with some knowledge. It'll be short and quick. Maybe we'll have some words. I got my whiteboard here. We've already found our peace with the church's sacrament. And yeah, we're gonna break some things down. So first word that I thought of that I thought would be really good for this occasion is spirit, because we're in this new age, and you know people are always talking about how spiritual they are, or I'm religious versus spiritual. So what in the world does that mean, to be a spiritual person? What is a spirit? What is spirit? Why is that the word that they use when dealing with alcohol, spirits? That's something we can go into. Um, but yeah, so let's break that word down first. So let me move my thinking chair out of the way. Okay, here we go. So, here's the other thing. So we want to have fun with this, right? Let's kick back. If you're a smoker, go find some cannabis, your favorite strand, preferably a sativa, because it's going to keep you up. And we want to get creative right now, because we're going on a journey right now. We're going on a spiritual journey. So, spirit. Boom. Well, I know when I was growing up, we from Alabama, so small town, Baptist, all that good stuff. And spirit for us was this invisible person or invisible personality that was basically the representation of, whoever that person was or that entity was. Which I'm vibing with that. It's truth to that, right? But let's look at the origins of the word. So if we do a quick Google search and we go to where the word comes from, spirit, then we'll find ourselves in Spain speaking Latin. And the word for spirit, the definition of the word means I'm gonna change my colors for the answer. Boom. Breath. So, but what does that mean? And why can two things be true? Yes. But let's go a little bit deeper. So, before you get to Spain, before you get to Latin, we go to Egypt. So we'll erase this, and then we'll go to what the breath was. In Egypt, you had Ka and you had Ba. Kaba. Ka is both of these, you know, some of them are theories that they're based on the soul or the spirit. But again, if we're talking about spirit, we're talking about that animated life force, that vital life force that lives and breathes through everything. So if you look at everything in the universe, or at least on planet Earth, everything is alive because it's breathing. So that is the spirit, but the spirit is the breath. So the breath, oxygen holds the life force. So when you say that you're a spiritual person, that really just means that you are really in tune with your breathing, because the more in tune you are with your breathing, the more in tune you are with yourself, with balancing your emotions. It gives you clarity to think straight and have focus. So spiritual doesn't mean that you have, you know, I don't know, you've prayed so hard that then now God is cool with you. I get it, but it's a deeper story than that, folks. So, Ka meaning spirit, or Ka meaning breath. So then when we get to places like India and Buddhism, we talk about Kundalini yoga, we talk about meditation, and we talk about breathing. Because what the science or the education on the human body is that when you learn to meditate and breathe a certain way, then your kundalini energy, which is that coiled energy that can be dormant within the base of your spine, but that energy can rise up, and as it rises up, it opens up the pineal gland. It heals different areas in the body because you have 7 different chakras. So when your spirit is rising, or that Holy Spirit, right? Because that's what it is, has that life in it. When it's rising, if we go to the Bible, um, you have the Father, the Son, and the Spirit, which is 3 parts. I'm sorry, I'm moving too fast. I'll go back to that. But yeah, that rising spirit. So your spirit rising, or your breath rising, meaning you're using your breath to raise that consciousness or raise that energy in you, is you becoming the more higher version of yourself. So there is where that lies. So we'll erase that. The reason why I chose that word is because it's been coming up a lot, right? Like, I can't breathe. I probably spelled that wrong. I can't breathe. Why are we saying that? Another time it's coming up. Corona. What does it affect? It affects your immune system. Where's your immune system? It's in the cardiovascular system. It's in the lungs, which provides you oxygen. So this could be an important word because it could give you lessons on how to deal with the physical manifestations of the spiritual realm, which is not necessarily invisible. It's just unseen because you can't see it with your eye. Because oxygen is a very real thing, but you can't see it, but it's there. So it's not invisible. It's just not seen by you, but it has an effect on everything it touches. So if you look at a flag, when the waves, when you see a flag wave, you understand that there's a force behind this flag that is causing this object to move, which is the spirit that lives in you. So when the spirit exits the body says, it doesn't move anymore. So, um, man, so I want to leave us with some tips there. Meditation is very important. Meditate. Why? So meditation is there's so many different definitions for it. One would be just sitting in place and finding yourself or finding your breath, or sitting in place or contemplating and relaxing your mind and breathing. So there are different techniques to it, but the overall basis of it is for you to be in tune with yourself and be in balance with yourself. Um, because that's the whole point of all of these stories. The point of life is for you to be aware of yourself so that you can express who you are. We all came here for experience. We all came here for a purpose, and that purpose is based on the experience that we chose. And to fully live it out is to really be in tune with the spirit or the breath. If you think about it like this, when you cut yourself off from breathing, you cut off oxygen from your brain. Now you've slowed yourself down from being able to think properly and give yourself, solutions to your problems. But the more you learn how to breathe, the more you learn and understand how to continue to move forward and be and let that energy flow. When the spirit moves, that vitality moves. So that means that you're living and you're being fruitful and you're creating. When that energy stops flowing, when that spirit stops moving, or that passion or that energy, now you're not living anymore. So I encourage us to live. So meditate. Um, it's really good time to do it right now because there's nothing else to do. And if you look at what's going on in the world, there's the world is changing. So if it's changing, we're gonna have to know how to change with it. And if you don't know what's going on, you're not gonna be able to change with it. And if you also don't know who you are, you're definitely not gonna be able to change with it. So part of my journey that has helped me, which I would like to share with you all, is when I started to undo what I was taught or unlearn all of the words that I was taught, all of the meanings that I was given about life and history, and not to throw it away, but to relearn it through my own personal lens and not just take someone else's word for it. And then it has helped me have a full on understanding about where I am. And it has taught me about things like meditation and about the breath. So when you begin to breathe and deal with the inner self and work on your traumas from the past and heal yourself, as well as remember yourself, right? Then that brings you all the way back together so that you can be your whole complete self and thrive and be whoever you have chosen to be. This is what all the mythologies, this is what all the cartoons are showing you. So find those lessons and take those lessons. I don't know if anybody has found their peace yet, but I have. I was going to be real quick today, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm going to be here every week. I want you guys to join me. I want to talk more. I want to learn more. I want you guys to send me in questions or comments or ideas. Uh, we really went light today. It was quick. I'm kind of all over the place, but next week we're gonna have a specific topic. We're gonna have specific points, and we're gonna dive really deep. So if you need to get your bong ready, get it ready. If you don't have any cannabis, if you don't have any holy sacrament, there's a special place here on Melrose called the Goodbody Temple. Come through, and you will be blessed. So tune in next week. Thank you guys, and